because I've already been discussing this one outside of the realms of this space.
Yeah, it's some uncharted realms.
It is a pill that makes you feel like you're going to get laid later that night. Mm-hmm. And this can have a variety of uses from the jump. Obviously, the one I presented the most immediately, because that was kind of how I got the inspiration for it, was that it helps you get the motivation to clean your apartment and do your laundry and generally just make your space a better space for you, but also for your potential partner.
Yeah, of course.
When they eventually come over, hopefully. Yeah. That might not ever happen.
That's the whole
And on
thing.
the pill, obviously, you don't have somebody coming.
Well,
Or
I feel like it's almost never going to be someone coming over, because if you're taking this pill, it implies that you can't achieve this feeling otherwise, you know?
Okay, I will say
You don't have someone to
I think
come
the
over.
pill would help you get laid more, because you're going into bars having the feeling that you're going to get laid. So then you can just be like, approaching people, because, you know, sometimes you like go to a bar, you'll see a cute girl, and you'll just be like, but it'd be weird if I approached her. But like, if you have in your mind this holy order that it's like you're going to get laid tonight, then you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna like approach this person because I think that like there's the chance.
But you got to get the dose right, because you could also go up and start talking to a girl and be totally fucking it up. But because you're on this pill, you're like,
freaky.
oh, I'm about to fuck this bitch.
Yeah, it's like low dose coke, where it's just like you just have that, and then you're like a little bit more confident, but you can still know when you fucked up. Like, it's not like
Right, yeah. You don't want it to go. You want like to just slightly increase the ease of feeling that, rather than in a bar setting, rather than straight up taking enough that you were like convinced.
Yeah, like mandate from heaven.
It's also like you said, like, oh, you can't do that regularly enough. I don't know. You got times where you're like, oh, I should really clean now, but I don't have the motivation anyways. Like, not that you're planning on getting laid that night or whatever, but you're like, okay, let me take this, and maybe I'll feel like I'm planning on getting laid, and I'll do it anyways.
I agree. But I feel like it's obviously the people who buy the most of it are people who don't ever get laid.
And this is fine. This is a regular customer of
and
ours.
The prep for getting laid makes you a better person, in my opinion.
Am I selling?
No, I'm not saying. There's something we said earlier that implied otherwise. So I was just like,
I'm not selling.
You said something
sex.
like they may or may not come. I'm like, well, if you're taking the pill to clean your place, surely they're not going to come, because that's why you took the pill.
Then you just if you have like the will, they won't. They.
I'm not against the product.
Okay.
If you have the will, they won't. Then you're going to do it thinking that you will get laid tonight, and then
we're not implying users of this product are virgins or can't get laid at all. But
I wasn't doing any of that. I was saying that they could. I'm actually saying that it's more.
But certainly, people who get laid all the time would need it less. That's all.
Yes, because that's just it's like
they're
RF
prime bachelors or bachelorettes, and they're just needing a little kick in the pants.
Yeah, a little push. But it's also, I think you bring up the best point, which is you become a better person when you're about to get laid, because you want to like impress them. Yeah. You want to kind of give them the idea that you're like a put together, well-meaning person. So you like shave. You're like, all right, I need to do my hair because my hair has just been in a hat all day. I need to like go and clean up that weird thing on the toilet.
I gotta go buy condoms. We set up a condom brand too.
Ooh, yeah.
So these people, and they're condoms that you have to take a drug test to see if you're on this pill, because they're cheap condoms that don't work. But we're not going to get in trouble for that.
Wait a second.
I like advertising instead of condoms that it's like they don't work.
We're not going to get in trouble for that, because these people aren't going to get laid.
Oh yeah, so we just have like the.
So we're really skimping out on the
right,
but we don't tell them that.
Yeah, right, yeah, and they're like, God, thank God, there's these emergency condoms you can buy when you're on this pill.
They finally have a woman over. These
cost so much less than any other kind of condom.
What are the things you can kind of like skimp out on when making condoms? Just like thickness of the rubber.
I mean, this is basically like the rubber equivalent of tissue paper.
I'm actually thinking we don't even make
it. Cannot,
we make
it
it
cannot
tissue paper.
stand up to any sort of stress put upon it.
I'm thinking we make it tissue
Actually
paper, and they're never gonna unfurl it. So like, it's like one of those things that you catch goldfish in those Japanese like, carnival games, where they're like, "Oh, this looks like a condom."
Rice paper,
and then they actually try to put it on, it like pops out like a "That's All Folks" Looney Tunes thing.
Yeah, well, cool. That could could be.
I'm not saying
nice
we do this, but here's an idea. What if we make the condom just strong enough that you can put it on, but weak enough that when you bust, it shoots right through?
That's gonna take a lot of research. Okay, I also wanted to
get it just right.
I think.
Okay, wait. Before
the counter argument to my pills, like people were like, "Oh, that's just Adderall. That's just Adderall," and I'm like, "It's not just Adderall. Adderall makes you. I mean, it's obviously methamphetamine. Everybody knows this. This pill is not that. This pill is something healthy and natural.
Adderall is like a more general feeling of just like hyper focus. You get energy. This is like a more specific vibe.
Very
like
targeted.
You can like take this, clean your place, and then sit back and relax. And Adderall, it's like, there's an Adderall film, which can be fun. I'm not hating on any of our Adderall enjoyers.
Your Adderall heads out there.
But
Addy.
This is like a more laid back thing. There's different activities you can do while on this. And feel good about it.
And it's also something that we can 100% say you can drink and do any other drugs with it, and like you'll be fine.
So true.
Because like with all of those
we can say that,
yeah. Because again, we're ideas guys. The engineers have to come up.
Yeah,
with
the
how
engineers
that
have
works.
to figure out how to make this.
Make it happen, or it's your ass.
I need it by Thursday. It's I need it by I love just saying like I need it by Thursday. It's just because you want it. You're like, yo,
need it. EOD.
Give me the first one. I'll be the first human trial.
That's yum. That's I think also going back a little bit to the condom that breaks off. I think there should be a little light around it, a light around the base, right? So when you light. It's like those things where it's like the hammer that you swing and then it like lights up a bunch of different things depending on how powerful it was. Like depending on how powerful your bust is, it like lights up different things.
That's increasing the cost of this condom.
Exponentially. That's a premium one. That's a different brand.
But then why does it? Okay, so that one works. That's the one that works.
That's the one that works. Okay. But it has a bunch of light. It's like a vape where it's just like, why does this cost $80? It's like,
I think I know another use of this pill potentially. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but I personally think my penis is most flattering at half chub. Not soft, not hard, half chub.
That doesn't make any sense to me. But
I feel like all the way is definitely most flattering.
Can you explain, elaborate?
Because like it's like bigger. It's like looking at it, it's like it maybe maybe it's
maybe it's got a lot more
even bigger, right? It's like it's kind of hiding its potential.
Sure, I see the concept.
Fully
it's at its largest while hiding its potential, and so I think this could be a great way to get fantastic dick pics.
Oh yeah. And it just permanently puts you into half chub.
I mean, I would imagine if you're in a constant state of like being convinced you're about to get laid, that like you would be about at half chub.
Can we have something where if a woman touches your penis, it immediately goes hard chub? So it's like that's the.
Can we have
human
something?
Body has that.
Can we have something?
I don't
fuck do you mean? Can we have something? Guys, it doesn't happen to me. But can we make it so when you get your penis touched by a lady, you get hard? Because it doesn't happen to me like that.
Yeah, no, it's.
Can you imagine if there was a thing for that?
Can you like create an idea? I'm just saying, like in this drug, we've made it so you're permanently half chub, and that feels like it's gonna.
I think that's just a natural, effect of thinking you're constantly gonna get laid. I still imagine that under the effects of this drug, you still get hard if you were actually having sex with a woman.
I didn't want it to be that strong, though. I want it to be the potential. I don't want you to be convinced, because then you're gonna have a crazy come down. Obviously,
when I saw this, I thought it was
take a few.
When I saw this, I thought it was the equivalent of like a woman saying like there were 3 yellow cars parked right next to each other. Isn't that kind of weird? Like that kind of like thing in your mind where you're like, I don't really like 100%. Obviously, if someone's going to push you on it, I'm not getting laid tonight. But in the back of your mind, you're like, I'm getting laid tonight. That's the Mandela effect.
Okay, so this isn't putting you under the delusion that someone is soon going to be over and you'll be having sex with them. It's like just in the back of your mind, idea. You're like, oh, I could definitely get laid.
Yeah.
There's definitely the possibility that I'm getting laid.
I think
maybe more certain than that, but like, because you like if
this is important.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, you got to get that mix
exactly
right.
The level of certainty you're gonna get laid.
You think somebody could come over. It's like you're going on like a date or something. Like you have that idea where you're like, oh, maybe I can bring them back and like fuck them here. Yeah, that kind of potentiality.
Yeah. I think the I don't know, the other parlay that I was going to do into your invention. This isn't my idea, but it was an idea that I had when I heard about Jackson's idea, and it was that you could also have sports betting, like sports books, but for women not showing up. And so, like, if you are about to get laid, you're like, I think I'm going to get laid. I have, like, a Hinge girl who's like, I'm going to come over, and she flakes on you. You can, like, hedge your bets, and also
on the Hinge app.
Yeah, or on the Hinge app.
So before she's arrived on the app, you can be like, $20 she doesn't show.
Yeah.
And then if she doesn't show, you know.
Yeah, you get like up
60.
Like,
yeah.
But what if you
That's crazy.
A funny side effect of this is I assume the Hinge app would, you know, adjust payout and odds based on how likely it is. Yeah. So someone's like, I'm coming over. And you like go to vote, like to bet on them not coming over, and it's like horrible payout.
You're betting
it's
like
$20,
and you're like, oh.
No, they came over.
They definitely have a multiplier. Like Hinge has access to like everything in our phone, so I assume it could like get like a overall readout of like you and like what it's hearing. It could be like, those are getting laid sounds, those are not getting laid sounds. Those are the sounds of Blockpro and Guilty.
Women can bet on whether or not they'll be murdered.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like you'd be able to definitely manipulate that too easily outside of the app, though, is the thing, you know?
No, but even because it's like it would have to be something where you meet someone for the first time and knows it's able to like tell by your text messages. It's like, is this actually like you're trying to fool me or not? But then when you do make that, you can be like, wouldn't it be cool? I'll give you half the payout if you come.
Yeah.
And like there would be several women who would just be like, yeah, but I'm still not showing up for like $10. Like it's essentially saying to women,
yeah, but they know it's real,
up,
and then they can just leave, I guess.
Still, like, yeah, there's too much opportunity for fraud. What if instead of having, you know, the payout being money, you get Hinge bucks?
Oh yeah, you get roses. you get extra roses for how much. It's
well, no, we gotta go full mobile game and have a new currency that can in some convoluted way be converted to, you know,
Hinge gems.
Whatever in-game resources already exist in Hinge.
Somehow it's like the Hinge gems will equate with you. Like every single swipe that you have has to have an equivalent like Hinge gem like weight to it, so you can be like, all right, I don't really care about this one, this only gets like one Hinge, and people will be swiping with like no Hinge gems,
so
and no one will ever see what they're swiping.
Yeah, you're basically doing like an auction kind of thing.
If you go on dates with unpopular users, you can get Hinge gems for that.
Yeah, you can get Hinge
Dude,
gems.
they already have that kind of like weird mechanic where all the hot people are relegated to like a specific area of the app,
the like primo,
the standouts.
Yeah, I've heard that's what I'm saying. You create the opposite end of that.
Yeah,
it's like, you know, it's like,
Uggos.
Okay, you know, I've ran out of Hinge gems and I want to go on a date with a hot babe.
Yeah,
so I gotta go on. I gotta grind out some Uggos.
Yeah, you've got to go, and then like, wouldn't it suck if just like so this happens like monthly if it's on like a timer. So it'd be like at the end of every month you get like 5 dates with just bombshells, and you're just like, oh, I wonder if I'm the Uggo guy, because you haven't.
Yeah, they're grinding it out.
Yeah, people purposely are tanking their profiles to seem awful, so that people grind them for Hinge gems.
Yeah, it's like, and then you just tell them on the date, you're like, yeah, I hear that whole gem thing. I hear that if you have sex with them, you get 10 times more Hinge gems, and they're like, I haven't heard that. And you're like, nah, I've heard that. And they're like, fuck, what if he's right, though? He would be the arbiter of
really
this.
want those fucking gems.
I really want those fucking gems. I need those gems.
This is not
The
worthwhile.
people are gonna want the hinge gems.
people are gonna fucking want these hinge gems.
So true.
What can you do with the hinge gems other than wait like your likes?
Okay, what are we calling this one?
Well, yours
Yeah.
is
no.
the
pill is we could make it some like fuck ass prescribed pill name like
Hoperol.
yeah,
some
Hoperol,
Hoperol.
Xanthoratec or whatever.
Yeah.
It's something that's like
Spanacopital.
Spanacopital. Yeah, it has like a medical term, which is just like it's one like
of
molecule off
Spanakopita.
of like meth. That's like the difference between it.
Okay, well that's back to
Well-
Adderall there, buddy.
That's like
We don't know what the molecule is going to look like. That's for the scientists. They're going to make it
for the
happen.
scientists.
They're going to make it happen because if they don't, it's their ass.
Yeah.
DOD, we know that.
we know that we've told them that they are aware. And don't worry, Thursday we're all gonna be cleaning our room, and then people will be like, "Wow, y'all cleaned your rooms?" It's like, "Yeah, for no reason." And we all have
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and you have to wake up the next day, and you have to not feel bad that you didn't sleep with somebody. You have to wake up the next.
There's got to be a side effect.
No, the side effect would just be normal.
The
if
side
it was
effect
like-
is buying too many condoms.
yeah. The side effect is you make
That's
like a
why we
dinner
swoop
reservation.
in with the cheap condoms.
The side effect is you have like a dinner reservation that
Sorry
you
about
have
the
to cancel.
guy rolling bowling balls above our heads right
Yeah,
now.
it's crazy that you live right below a bowling
I
alley
know.
and right above another
The side
bowling alley.
effect, the ad goes, we have all these things for like, Spanakopitol or whatever we're calling it.
Yeah, Hopi Tab.
And then at the end, it's like side effects include hubris.
That's it.
Side
Side effects include hubris.
Side effects include Icarus flying too close to the
Icarus
sun.
complex.
What does that mean? Does that mean that you just hit on a girl who's out of your league? I've
Well,
always
it's
found-
because if you take too much of it and you always like, it stops working after a while, right?
Well, yeah.
Because if you always think that you're gonna get laid, then eventually that there's a chance you might get laid. Eventually, you're like, I don't even need to clean my room.
yeah, and then it's also like if you do,
it just drives you
if you
insane
do ever
with-
actually get
you
laid,
get
Right.
too cocky, right?
that's how you create.
Being in a state of constantly being like, yeah, I might get laid. Eventually, you don't even.
I think actually that's probably more. It's more dangerous because that's how you create incels with that. It's like if you get someone who like is daily taking this pill.
This is the incel
And the-
cure.
No, because if you have this person daily taking this pill that makes you
Yeah,
think you're
they
going to get
thinking
laid,
they're better than
and
they
you get laid
yeah.
once,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, this is how it feels to actually get laid, like way better than like thinking I'm about to get laid. And so then they go off the pill, and then they're like, I'm never gonna get laid. I'm never ever gonna get laid because I'm so ugly. I'm never gonna clean my room ever
Right.
again.
Yeah, the come downs might be the feeling that you'll never get laid again.
Well, some people need that, I feel like.
I like how we're
Should have
implying
saved more
that, like,
hinge gems.
should have stockpiled some of those gems. Should have bet some of those gems on a date not showing up.
Yeah.
Even though the payout would have been like one extra gem, and you're like, it's worth it.
It's so worth it.
But yeah, so that's L'Hopital. Or,
That's going to be, I want to say, I'm going to give that one $200 million.
I think
I'm
that
gonna
200's
go 215 conservatively.
Okay, well, that's it. Fucking Price is Right, motherfucker.
That's it's whoever's.
That's just what I think.
Yeah, but if
That's
he
what I
goes
think.
over, if it's 210, then
so
he
true,
loses.
so true.
Yeah. But I think let's
check
see.
out 201.
I'm gonna say
So
probably.
you get
I'm actually gonna shoot for the moon.
900 or 199 million. I think that's.
I think
the
it's-
better
No,
one.
that's the bad bet because if you're over, you lose. So the only way you win on 199 is if it's exactly 199.
I'm saying, how many men are there in the United States?
you want to go a little over.
150 million, right?
What?
How many men are there in the United States?
Yeah. Sounds about
150 million, and then I'm gonna say it's $100 a month for this pill.
Is it monthly? Okay.
Yeah, you have to get it delivered. You have to get it prescribed by your doctor. That's
No. We gotta let this be sold over counter.
Yeah, but we're funneling, investor or demon investor money into it. into getting it. So doctors will
lobby,
just prescribe this to anyone.
Yeah, like if you're feeling a little down, even if you're doing great, they're like, you know what? I bet your room's not clean.
And here's how we get them to agree to it: is we slip them the pill, and they think that if they agree to it, they might have sex with us.
We can change the pill so it's like, so we act, okay, this is an awesome pill idea. This is what turns it into $1 trillion idea. Is if we make it. If we make it so the pill, we can like edit what you think you need to do in order to like get laid. So it's like, you need to gather copper and put it in the middle of the town and you might get laid tonight. It's like, oh, you need
to give me your bank information.
You need to type all your bank.
Our ideas from just one step closer to world domination.
You need to go to McDonald's.
Just a mind control pill.
A mind control pill, but specifically
to make you think you're gonna get to fuck
but
us.
everyone's only doing.
We need to create a contingency for the asexuals, but
well,
because then
they'll be the resistance, and we can handle.
If you're
them.
Asexual and you take this pill, you're like, oh no.
Oh yeah. If you think that if you don't go to McDonald's, you're not going to get laid. You're going to get laid. Whatever the thing is that the asexuals
they avoid it.
Yeah.
For them, it's more negative reinforcement.
Yeah, I think I like that idea because then you can just be like, we'll sell ad space within our pills. So like one of them's going to be clean your room, and the other one's going to be like, you need to go to Jimmy John's and get the new deluxe Freddy Fazbear pizza. Limited time.
Wait, we advertise
Jimmy
that
John's has a Freddy Fazbear pizza.
It's cool. It's awesome. Kids love it.
Jimmy John's is doing pizza. And they made it Freddy Fazbear theme.
They're starting out.
Now that's a $1 trillion.
Holy fuck, dude.
Oh man.
Holy fuck. Yeah. No. Okay. I like that.
Yeah. That's stage 2, but I think your initial one where it's a pill that thinks you're gonna get laid, so it makes. I think that's a strong.
It always has to go further. The applications.
We've
science.
Got once Thursday's done, next Thursday we'll have the mind control pill. I also like how it's mind control, but it's like lighter, where it's like, okay, you just feel like you need, you feel like you need to do this, so we don't have to control them
like
every
a Jedi
step.
mind trick.
Yeah, so they're just kind of like figuring out the best way.
You feel like you must have sex with me, Obi-Wan.
That's hard. Oh yeah,
What if his name was Freaky Wan and he made people have sex with him with this force?
Yeah, that's an idea. I like
what,
the
Freaky
idea.
Wan Kablomi?
No, we give that to people, and the pill is telling them you're gonna have sex tonight if you have sex with these guys.
Yeah.
If you have sex with that guy over there, you might get laid tonight. And they're like, damn.
If you have sex with him, you might have sex.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
We make a pill that makes you think you'll get laid if you fuck.
It's a powerful pill.
Very just normal feelings.